No way, W. Wait a minute, spinning wheels messed up. There we go, guys. Alright, how are you doing, guys? Hello, everyone. How are you doing? Alright, guys. Wait, let me buy more gilded. Oh, no way. I never knew that. No way, I never knew that. Alright. Alright, let me buy more gilded. There we go, alright guys. Let me turn these off. And then DMs. Anyone off. No, wait. I'm streaming. I don't want to leak. Or I can leak. Nah, I'm not doing that. I know it is. Alright. Wait, no way. No loot. Alright guys. Let me rate. Wait a minute. Alright. Alright guys, are you ready to rate? Wait, I need totems. Mount 1. No way, 30k each. Oh no, wait. And my pearl. More guys. TP me. 3, 2, 1. Hello, how are you doing? Oh wait. No way, you have member again? No way, how are you? Alright. Can't pull me. Alright, it's alright. Hello, how are you doing? Funeral. No. Oh, wait. Alright, they're different. Alright, let me pay you. Let me pay you. And there you go. And you want loot? I have a lot of loot. All new guys. New maps. We have a lot of new maps. Yeah. My Eli. World Cup. And livedonut. Holy guys, why are you spamming? Alright, I'm gonna go now. And now you're spamming too? Alright, no more spammers. What do you mean? You mean I pay you 5 mil? When you trap? What do you mean when I trap? I don't know what you mean. When you got trap? Hi, I'm new. Hello, how are you doing? Nah. W. I know I lost 4 billion, guys. Well, not lost. Yeah, I know, guys. I lost a lot of money. Now I have to grind all over again. Your TPs are not on. They're not on. Alright guys, next base. In 3, 2, 1. Hello, how are you doing? Where's my base? Oh no. No, I'm really sorry. Oh. Yeah? Yeah, I DM'd you. I did. Alright, there you go. Let me pay you. There you go, a lot of loot. Holy, you're lagging. I wanna buy a map. There you go. What do you mean, what? There you go. No way, alright. You have loot. Whoa, a lot of pearls. Nice. Wait a minute, guys. What if... Alright, see ya. W base. What if, guys, I make my GUI more larger? Maybe like this? Isn't, I don't know. It looks nicer, guys. On these trims. No, way too large. No way. Now my eyes. Auto is this. Number one, too many. Yeah, way too many. Number two. Yeah, I guess the best. Alright. What are they called? There you go. Alright, I'm gonna move on now, alright? Alright, I'm gonna go W base. See ya. No way. Guys. Really? 15 mil? No way. Almost. Why are you doing this? Alright guys, next base. Hello, how are you doing? I'm gonna spend 2 months digging area. 2 months? No. Rated base. There you go. Palmy. You have, let's guess, you have 3 billion. You have no money. No money. Alright, there you go. lagging online, what? Alright guys, next base. There we go. 3, 2, 1. Alright, how are you doing? Right here. Holy chill out. Having a look. Why are you spamming? Wait, where'd he go? Over here? Where are you going? More. No way, alright. Holy. There you go. Alright, can I raid over here? Right here. Alright, let me rate. Let me give an 8. Another 1 mil each. Alright. Nah. Oh, my 500 mil back? What do you mean? You never paid me that? Alright, let me do no more. I never paid you. I mean, you never paid me that. What do you mean? Now, next base. Alright, guys. 3, 2, 1. Hello, how are you doing? The armor stands. Hello, how are you doing? Right. Alright. Another. Cool base. And then we have water over here. be right over here. Why you broke? Yeah, I lost 4 billion. There you go. Yeah, I have one. To your money, what happened to your money? I gambled. And yeah. Wanna buy one? How much? There you go. Oh, wait. No, my totems. Totem stealer. Right, let me give you. Let me buy you armor. Why you're broke? 3 bill is not broke. There you go. More armor, enjoy. Alright, see ya. Alright guys. Next base, 3, 2, 1. Whoa, alright. What are you guys doing? And Eli? Yeah. Non-combat. Let me leave. What is this? Alright. Alright. Yeah, GDs. I could pull you. Your TPs are not on. And I can't TP to you. Alright guys. Next base. 3, 2, 1. Alright guys. Money please. I'm right here guys. 3, 2, 1. Hello, how are you doing? Can I have money, please? Alright. No armor. And do you have loot? No loot. Alright, let me give you loot. And there you go. And then let me rate. And there we go. Alright. There you go. Now. Alright, now let me TP. No way, alright. Tree rooms. And then over here. Unknown? What do you mean? Unknown? Yeah, I did. Alright. Alright. I'll do that. Now next base. Everyone. Tree. Maybe guys. maybe. Oh, never mind. Alright, there he goes. Next base. Hello, how are you doing? Hello? Why were you not moving? Stream delay. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Try paying me and see. What do you mean? I'm going to rate? Or I can rate? Are you muted? There you go, and then you want to loot. A lot of nice maps. There you go. Alright guys. See ya. Now do you know what time it is? Now it's time to 1 hour of gambling, alright guys? 1 hour, and then I'm gonna rate more, and then I guess another 1 hour, and yeah guys, minimum 2 mil, now I can do 3 mil. L. I need to make money some way, guys. And there we go. Minimum 3 mil. Payments. There we go, guys. Alright, pay me, guys. 1 hour, and then I'm gonna rate more. Why is spamming, guys? Alright, 3 mils. Alright guys, let's log in. Now you're 2 mils, maybe I lose, and then I lose. Yeah, you won both. Alright guys, pay me. Anyone? Remember that time? I don't know. Alright guys. Nobody paid me. For real. Why no? No. Now let me leave. I'm not reading, guys. Let me turn off. Auto TP. No one paid me. Why no one guys pay me? Oh, wait, let me move this over here. Hard payments working or yeah, no one paid me. Payments working. No way, 3 mil, alright. And I lose. No way, alright now you're paying me guys. W. Now you 3 mil. And I lose. And then and now you Ducky and I win. And then 13 mil twice. I lose. And I lose. Wait. And then 26 mil. And now alright, no one else. What? Guys. Maybe donut is cooked. Never mind. guys. Why are you gambling there? Oh yeah. Alright guys. I'm not gonna rate until I have a rating 3.3 billion. Yeah, wait a minute. I'm gonna rating at 3.3. No, wait. I need the loot in here. And the maps. No. Oh my. Now you, yes. Right. Let me mind this. Can edit right over here. Oh, you have them. Alright, you have the maps. Alright, W. Alright guys. Pay me anyone. 2 mil minimum. I need 2 mil min. Why is no one paying me today? And then 2 mil you, and I lose. Now you 2 mil 3 times, and I lose, and I lose, and I lose. 3 mil, and I lose. Now you, and I lose. No way. I lost all of them. All the bets. Now you 3 mil, and I win. And then 10 mil you, and I win, yes. Come on. And now you, and I win. Oh yeah, let me and then 2 mils 3 times. I win. I win. And I win. Yeah. And now you again. And I lose. And now you 7 mil. And I lose. Now you 2 mil. And I win. Now you 3 mil, and I win. Oh yeah, guys. I wanna mine this, and then add it over here. And then now you're 2 mil and 2 mil, and I lose. And then I lose. Why are you spamming? And then you now 3 mil and I win. And then you 4 mil and I lose. Alright, the max. Now you 10 mil and I win. Now you 5 mil, I win. And then 2 mils 3 times, I win. I win. And I lose. Now you 5 mil, I lose. Now you 5 mil, and I lose. Now you, and I lose. $32 mil, yeah, and 2 mils, and I lose, and I win. Now you 2 mil, and I win. Now you 20 mil, and I lose. No way. And then 2 mil 2 times, I lose. Now you, and I lose. No way. I lose and lose and lose. Now you, 3 mil. I lose. I'm losing and losing and losing, guys. And then 2 mils. I win. I lose. And I lose. No way. And then 10 mil. I lose. Now you, 10 mil. And I win. Oh my god, really? Come on. I really need a win, guys. I'm down 100 mil. And then 200 mil. And I lose. I mean 2 mil and I lose. And then you 2 mil and I lose. Now you 20 mil. And I win, yes. I'm down 100 mil. Now 30 mil. And I win, nice. 20 mil you. And I win. No way. 2 mil. And I lose. I always lose at 2 mils. And then 10 mil. And I win, yeah. Now you, 50 million. I win, W's. Now 15 mil. I lose. Now you, 3 times. I lose. I win. And I win. Now you. And I lose. And now guys, 100 mil. And I win, GG's. Let's go. And then 20, now you 20 mil and I win. And then you 10 mil and I win. Are you live on Twitch? Nah, I'm not. Now you and I win. And then you 4 mil and I win. Now guys, 100 million. And I win that. Let's go. And then you twice. And I lose. And then I win. And now you 10 mil. And I win. And now you 12. And I win. And then you 4 mil. And I win. And now you 5 mil, I win. Now 20 mil, 20 mil I lose. No way. Now guys, 300 mil, I win, yes. Yeah. Now you, and I win. Holy. Now you, 5 mil, I win. 300 mil. Now you 3 mil, I win. Now 10 mil, I lose. Now you 5 mil, I win. Wait, you're not online. And then now you 10 mil, and I lose. Yeah, you're not online, what? Now you, and I win. Add me on the wheel, alright guys. Minimum 2 mil or 3 mil? 2 mil guys. 2 mil. Oh yeah, let me change it. My bad. Now you 3 mil, and I lose. And now you 10 mil, and I lose. You're always winning, how? Alright. Let me add you in the wheel now. Alright, there you guys. Now it is. Now it is. Now you. And I win. And then you 2 mil. And I win. And then 3 mil. And I lose. Now you 10 mil. And I lose. No way, how much you made? Now you, and I win, and then 3 mil, I win. Now you 2 mil, and I lose. Now you 10 mil, and I lose. Now you 2 mil, and you 2 mil, and I win. And then I lose. No, I win. And now you, and I win. And then 2 mil, and I win. Alright. Now you 10 mil, and I lose. No way, always. Now you 5 mil, and I win. And now you 5 mil, and I win. Alrighty. Now you 10 mil, and I win, yeah. Now you 5 mil, and I lose. Now you 2 mil, and I win. 9. Now you 20 mil, and I lose. Now you 5 mil, I win. Now you 10 mil, I win. 9-8. Alright, anyone? Anyone? Now you 2 mil, and I lose. Alright. Nobody paid me. Wait. Do payments work? No one else? Now you 2 mil, I lose. Now you 2 mil, and I lose. Alright, I'm back. Now you. And I lose. Now you 2 mil. And I lose. No, not 8 mil. No, please, pay me 4 mil, please. No, I tell you. Thank you. Now you 2 mil. And I lose. And then you 2 mil. And I win. What am I doing? And I win or you win, wait. And then 3 mil. And I lose. Now let me do new poll, guys. Now you 3 mil. And I lose. And then you. Now you. And I win. Alright, new poll. Now, alright, now you're 2 mil. And I win. And then you're 3 mil. And I lose. And now you're 2 mil. And then you're 2 mil. And I lose. And then I lose. Now you 2 mil and I win. And then you 2 mil and I lose. I lose, yeah. And now you 2 mil and I win. Now you 2 mil and I win. Now you 4 mil, I lose. Now you again, and I lose. you 2 mil, and I win. Now you 2 mil, and I lose. Now you twice, I lose, and I lose. Now you 8 mil, and I win. Now you 2 mil, and I win. And then 2 mil, and I win. And now you 5 mil, and I win. Anyone high numbers? Like 100 mil, 200 mil? Anyone? Now you twice, I win. And then I lose. And now you 7 mil, I win. And now you 2 mil, and I lose. Now you, and I win. And now you 2 mil, and I lose. And then 2 mil, and I win. And now you 2 mil, and I win. Please. Yeah, let me add you in the wheel. Can I add you in the wheel? Wait a minute. There you go, added you in the wheel. And now you, and I win. Hello, how are you doing? anyone pay me? Anyone, guys? $2 million, guys. Max 500 mil. Alright, payments work. All your money. I don't know if you want. It's your money. Yeah, the money in the wheel. By the way, hello, how are you doing? No one. No way, alright. And I lose. Now you 2 mil and I win. Now you 2 mil and I lose. Now 30 mil, guys, and I win. Jeez. Now you have no money? No way. 2 mil. I win. 1-1. 2 mil, and I win. Now, why you paid me? Why you spamming, please? No more. Now you 2 mil, and I win. Let me have you on the wheel. Now you 2 mil, and I lose. Now you, and I lose. How much to join stash? Maybe 300 mil, and now 30 mils, and I lose. And then I win. No, I lose. No way. Dirty. Maybe not. Maybe not 300 mil. Maybe 500 mil. Guys, can do 500 mil, and you join this space. 500 mil, guys. Now you 2 mil, and I lose. How much do you have? Pay me more. Gamble more. Do I have a mic? Yeah. What do you mean you can't hear me? No, I can hear me. Right now you're 2 mils, and I lose, and I win, and I win. What are we doing? What do you mean? Now you 2 mil, I win. Wait a minute, let me add a letter. Letter armor. Nah, I'm not paying that. Now you 2 mils, and I lose, and then I lose. lose. I win. And I lose. Hello, how are you doing? Now 30 mil, guys. 30 mil, I lose. Skipped me when? And then 2 mils. And I win. No. And I lose. What do you mean when? Here. Alright, now you. 5 mil. And I lose. Wait a minute. Alright, there you go. Now you. And I win. And 2 mils. And I lose. And then I win. Holy 3 bill. And then 2 mils. And I win. And then I win. No way, now 60 mil. And I lose. And then I lose. No way. No way. Now I'm down. Now you, 2 mil, I win. And then I win 2 mils. And now another 2 mil and I win. And yeah, now into 2 mils. Now you, 20 mil. I lose. And I lose. No way. No way. And now you, 2 mils. And I win. And I win. And I win. And I lose. No way, I'm winning 2 mils. Not diamonds. And then 3 mil. And I lose. Now you 2 times. I win, yes. And then I lose. Still lose. And now you 2 mils. I lose. And then I lose. No, I would have won. Now you 2 mil. And I lose. And I win. Now you 2 mil. And I lose. And then I win. Now you 2 mils. And I win. And then I lose. you 2 mil, and I lose. Now 60 mil, and I win, yes. And 2 mils, and I lose. And then I lose. Now you 2 mil, and I win. And then 3 more times, I win. I win. And then I win. Now you're 2 mil, and I win. And then now you 60 mil, I win. 2 mil, I lose. Now you 60 mil, and I lose. Now you're 2 mils, I win, and then I win. Now 2 mils, I win, and then I win. And now you, and I win, yeah. And then 2 mils, and I win, and then I lose. And now another one, and I lose. And now you 10 mil, and I lose. And now you 2 mils, and I win, and then I lose. And now you 30 mil, and I lose. And now you 2 mil, and I win. And now you 2 mil, and I lose. Now you 2 mil twice, I win, and then I lose. And you're not online, alright. Now you 2 mil, and I win. And now you twice, and I lose, and then I win. And now you 2 mil, and I win. And then you, and I win. Alright, guys. How many high amounts? Now 30 mil, and I lose. And now you twice, and I win. And then I win. And I won. I don't know. Now you, and I lose. And now you 2 mil, and I win. And then you 2 mil, and I win. And now you, and I lose. No way. And now you 10 mil, and I win. Why are you spamming? Alright. Alright, you're out. You're out. I'm hiding you. Holy. And now you. And I lose. And now you, 30 mil. And 30 mil I win. No. No, now I need to rename it. Now I need to rename it. Wait a minute, guys. Let me rename it. I need an anvil. Number 9. What? There we go, guys. Now you 10 mil. I lose. And 2 mil, 2 mil. And I win. And then I win. And now you 40 mil. And I win. Now 20 mil, I win, and then 2 mil, and I win. And now you 3 mil, I win. And now you, and I lose. Alright, no one else. Max and minimum, guys. Now you twice. And I lose. And then I lose. No way. No. You made a lot of money, hello. Now you 2 mil, I lose. Me, I always lose. Now you 2 mils, I win. And then I win. And now 18 mil, and I lose. Now you 2 mils. I lose. I win. And then I win. No way, you raid. No way, W raid. W raid. Hello, how are you doing? How was stream? Now you 30 mil and I lose. Now you 10 mil, I lose. No way. And then 2 mils. And I win. And then I win. Now you 10 mil. And I lose. Now 3 mils. And I win. And then I win. Now I'm moving them. Me there. And then viewer. Let me move. Now there we go, guys. Now 10 mil. I win. Now you 20 mil. I win, yes. Now you're 3 mils. I win. And then I win, yeah. Now you 10 mil. And I lose. Now you 3 mil. I lose. Now you 10 mil, I lose. Anyone high numbers? 300 mil maybe? 200 mil? Now you, and I lose. Now 20 mil, and I lose. Now you 20 mil, and I lose. Now 30 mil, and I win. 30 mil, I win. Now you 40 mil, I win. Now you 5 mil, I win. Now you again, and I lose. Now you, and I lose. Now you 4 mil, I lose. And 2 mil, and I win. Now you 2 mils, I lose, and then I lose. Now 8 mil, I lose. Now you're 2 mils, and I win, and I win. Now you 2 mil, and I win. Now you twice. No, really? Now you 2 mils. No, please. And I lose. And then I lose. Now you. And I win. Now you 2 mil, I win. No, I made no money. Now you. Now you lose. You skipped. Who are you? Now you 2 mil. And I win. Now you 2 mil and I win. Now you and I lose. Really? Alright. Now you and I lose. Now you 2 mil and I lose. And then now you now you and I win. Now you and you and I win. Now you 2 mil and I win. Now you 2 mil and I win. Now you 2 mil and I lose. Why only 2 mils? Now you 2 mil and I win. And then you and I win. And now another 2 mil and I win. And now you and I win. And now you and I lose. And now you and I lose. And now you and I win. And now you and I lose. No way, 30 mil and I lose. Now you 2 mil, and I lose. Now you, and I win. Pay me more, guys. More high numbers. Now you, and I win. Now you, and I win. And then 2 mil, and I win. Now you, and I lose. Now you 2 mil, and I win. Now you 20 mil, and I win. Now you, and I lose. Now you, and I win. And then now you 40 mil, and I lose. Now you, and I lose. Now you 2 mil, I win. Now you 2 mil, I lose. I win, I win. Now you, and I lose. Now you, and I lose. More guys, and now 2 mil. Now minimum 5 mil. Alright guys. I don't want more 2 mils, please. Now you, and I win. Now you, 5 mil, and I lose. When are you ending? Maybe 1 hour, and then 2 mil, and I lose. And now you, and I lose. Now 15 mil, I win, and then 20 mil, Now you 20 mil, and I lose. Now you, and I win. Now you, 5 mil, I lose. Now you, and I lose. And then you, and now you, I win. And then 4 mil, and I win. And then 2 mil, and I lose. I won. Look and stream. You. Wait a minute, guys. Now you, and I lose. Okay, let me have a look. No, I got 200 mil. 200 mil is not much. Alright, let me have a look. In stream. Alright. Yeah, my bad. My bad. Where's your payments? Now you, and I win, and then 3 mil, and I lose. Now you, and I lose. How many ideas? I don't know. And then 10 mil, and I win. Now you, and I lose. And then you, and then I lose. Now you, and I win. Now you, and I lose. Always. mil, guys. Max and minimum. Now you, and I win. And now you, 10 mil, and I lose. And now you, 11 mil, and I win. And now you, 5 mil, and I win. I made almost no money. How many times? As many as you want. Now you, 2 mil, and I win. Remember, I don't know. Now you, 5 mils, I win, and then I lose, and I win, 2 more, I lose, and then I lose. And now you, 12, and I win, and then you, and I lose, and now you, 5 mil, and I lose. 200 members, yeah, we have 300. Now you, and I lose, and then I win. Hello, how are you doing? Now you, 7 mil, and I win. Why are you spamming? Please, or I'm gonna ignore you. And then I you, 12, and I win 12 mil. And now you, and I win. And then 7 mil, and I win. And now you, 5 mil, I win. And then now you, 15 mil, and I lose. Now you, I win. I win. I win. I win. 2 more. I win. And I lose. Now you, and I win. And then 15 mil, and I win. And now you, and I win, yes. And then 2 times, I lose. And then I win. And then twice, I lose. And I lose. And now you, 15 mil, I win. And then now you, 40 mil, and I win. you 3 times. I lose. I win. And then I lose. Now you. And I win. And then I win. And I lose. No, I need to rename it. And now another one. Wait a minute. I win, win, lose. And then one more. Number 3. And I win. Yeah, you and 1, alright. Now 80 mil. 80 mil, I win. Let's go. Now you 4 times. I lose. I win. I win. And then I win, yes. Now you twice. I lose. And then I lose. Now 10 mil. I win. And then you 5 mil. And I win. Now 70 mil, guys. And I win. Yes. Now you 14 mil. I lose. Now you 5 mil. I lose. Now you 20 mil. I win. And then you 5 mil. And I win. Now you again. And I lose. Oh my, what am I doing? Now you 5 mil. I win. Now guys, 20 mils. 20 mil, I win. And then I lose. And then I lose. Win, lose, lose. 2 more. I lose. And then I win. Now you 5 mil, I win. No. And then you 5 mil, and I win. And then you, and I lose. And I win. And now you, and I lose. What do you mean, what? And now you 7 mil, and I win. And now you 5 mils, I win. I lose. I lose. And I win. And now you 7 mil, I win. And then now you 15 mil, I lose. another one, and I win. And then you, 5 mil, I lose. No, I'm losing now. Now you, 5 mil, I lose. Another one, I win. And then another one, and I win. And then you, 5 mil, and I win. Now you, 10 mil, and I win. And then 20, now you, 20 mil, and I lose. Wait a minute, guys. Now you, and I win. Now you, 5 mil, I win. And then you again, and I win. Now you, and I lose. Now 20 mil, I win. And now you, and then I lose. Now you, 10 mil, I lose. Another 10 mil, I win. And then now you, 5 mil, I win. 3 mil, and I win. Another one, and I win. Now you, 10 mil, I lose. And now you twice, and then I win. And I win. And now you, 5 mil, I lose. And then you, and I lose. Pay me 100 mil. Now you, 10 mil, and I win. And then now you twice, 5 mils, I lose. And then I win. Now you 3 times, and I win. And then I win. And I lose. Minimum max. Everyone. Why you pay me 3 mil? Now you twice, and I win. And then I win. Now you twice, and I lose. And then I win. Now you once, and I lose. And then you, and I lose. No one else. Now you, 10 mil, I lose. Alright, now you, and I win. Now you once, and I lose. Now you, 5 mil, and I win. And then you, and then I win. No. Number... No. Now you and you. And I win. And then I win. Now you twice. 5 mils. I lose. And then I win. Now you once. And I win. I win. And then you. And I win. And then you twice. I win. And I lose. Now you twice. I lose. And I win. Now you once. And I win. I'm done, nice. And now you, and I win. Now you, 5 mil, and I win. And then you again, and I win. Alright guys. Anyone high amounts? Now you, 15 mil, and I win. Now you, and I win. And then you, 5 mil, and I lose. Now you, 10 mil, and I lose. And then now you, 15 mil, and I lose. I'm broke. Who are you? Alright, let me... $30 mil. Not bad. Not bad. Now you, and I win. Yeah, 30 mil, not bad, guys. Now you, and I lose. And then now you twice, and I lose. And then I win. And now you, and I win. And then now you once, and I lose. And then 10 mil, I win. And now you again. And now you, and I win. And now you, 5 mil, I lose. And now you, and I win. And then you, 5 mil, and I win. And now you, 10 mil, and I win. And now you, and I win. And now I lose. I lose. And now you, and I lose. No, I win, I win, I win. Alright, my bad. And now you, and I lose. Now you, and I lose. And then you, and then you, and I win. And then I lose. Now you, and I lose. I win, I win. Now you, 5 mil, and I win. And then 10 mil, 10 mil, I lose. Now you twice, and I will win. And then I win. Now you once. Pronounce your words. Now you 3 times. I win. And then I lose. And then I lose. Now 9 mil. And 9 mil I lose. Now you, and I lose. And then 20 mil, and I lose. No, 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 I'm losing. I'm losing now, no guys. Now you 3 times. I win. And I win. and then I lose. Now you, and I win, and then you twice, and then I lose, and I win. Do all my money, do 400 mil, if you want. Alright, now you, and I lose. 400 mil. Now you, 10 mil, and I win. And now you and you, and then I win. And I win. And now you once, and I lose. And now you, and I lose. And now I win. And then you 3 times. I win. I lose. And then I win. And now you and you. And I lose. And I win. And then I win. Alright guys. Anyone else? And now you, and I win, and then you in the middle, and then I win, and now you, 5 mil, and I win. Can you pay me back? Nah, sorry. And now you, 19 mil, I lose. Now you, 10 mil, I win. Holy. Now you, and I win. And then 30 mil, and I win. And now you, and I win, yes. And now you 3 times. I win that. I lose. And I win. Now you, and I lose. Now you, and I lose. Now you, 10 mil. And I win. Alright guys, anyone high amounts? I'm gonna end maybe in like, I'll end maybe in 20 minutes. And then you, 10 mil. And I win. And then you. And I win. Now you, 5 mil, and I lose. I'm lagging. And now you, and I lose. And then you now, and I lose. And now you. Now you, and I win. Now you, 5 mil, I win. Now you, and I win. And now you, and I win. And then 10 mils, I lose. And then I lose. And now you, 5 mil, I lose. And now you, 40 mil, and I lose. No. Now you once, and I lose. Now you, 10 mils. No, no, no. And I win. Then I win. Now you're 10 mils. I lose. And then I win. Now you once. And I lose. Now you, 5 mil, I win. What do you mean you didn't pay me? Yeah, you lost. You lost twice. I won. Alright, let me have a look. Now you, 10 mils. And I win. And then I win. Wait, let me have a look. Chill out. No, you didn't win. What? You lost twice. Now you, 50 mil, and I lose. No, I 100 mil now. Now 20. Now you, 20 mils, and I win. And then I win, and I lose. Now you, 50 mil, and I win, yes. Let's go, guys. Now you, 5 mil, I lose. 40 mil, and I win, yeah. Now another one, and I lose. Now you, and I lose. And then you, and I win. And then now you're 10 mils, and I win. And then I lose. And now you want, and I win that. Now you, 10, and I win. I win 10 mil. Now you, and I win. And now guys, 30 mil, and I lose. Now you, 40 mil, and no one. Now you, and I lose. Nice. Now you, and I lose. Now you, 5 mil, and I win. Now you, 3 times. I win. I win. And then I win. And then you, and I lose. No way, now 60 mil. No, I lose. And then 30 mil, and I win. Now you, 5 mil, I win. 5 mil, I win. Now you, 10 mil. No, please. Oh my. And I lose. Now you, and I win. Now you, and I lose. Now you, and I win. And then you, and I lose. And now you, 10 mil, and I win. And now you, 40 mil, and I win, yes. And now you, and then I lose. And now you, 10 mil, and I lose. And then I lose. Now you, 10 mil, and I lose. And then now you 10 mil, and I win. And now you 40 mil, and I win. And then 10 mils, I lose. And I win. I win, yes. Now you, and I lose. Now you 20 mil, and I lose. And then you, and I win. Now you 10 mil, I win. No way, now 100 mil, guys, and I lose. Great. No. Now you, and I win. And then now you 5 mil, and I win. No, what am I doing? No, I lost. Now you once, and I lose. And then you, and then you, and I win. And then I win. And now you, and I win, yeah. And now you, 5 mil, and I win. Alright guys, 10 more minutes, and then I'm gonna end. And now you 10 mil, and I win. And then you 5 mil, and I win. And then 30 mil, and I lose. Now you 10 mil, and I win. Now you 10 mil, and I lose. Anyone? Now you, and I lose. Now you 50 mil, and I lose. No. Now you twice, and I lose. And then I win. Now you, and I win.
Saw you in a field of ice and snow, holding
you 10 mil, I win. Anyone, guys? Anyone? I'll end soon. Can you raid me? I don't know. Anyone, guys? Any high mounts? Anyone? Yeah, payments work. Nobody paying me, alright. No way, 100 mil, alright. And I lose. No way. Now 200 mil, guys, and I lose. No, please. Please, I'm gonna lose my money now or what? Let me make max 300 mil. Don't wanna lose my money. Now you 100 mil and I win. Alright, I win that. Now you, and I lose. And then you, and I win. Any more high mounts? Now you, 10 mil. And I lose. Now you 10 mil and I win. Now you 10 mil, and I lose. No, now I'm losing, guys. Now you, and I lose. Anyone else? Now you, and I win. Come on, guys. Any high amounts? Anyone here? 300 mil? Anyone? Anyone? I'm gonna end. Now you, and I lose. One more, guys. I'm gonna end. I'll be live tomorrow, alright, guys? Tomorrow, Tuesday, alright?